Hey, look which one I got. Look what I got.
Here, Elizabeth, go choose a pretty color that you like.
Welcome to Watch Like a Kid,
a podcast where we watch your kid shows so you don't have to.
We are your hosts, Diane and Gabrielle.
So come, be a kid with us.
Hello.
Hello, little butterflies. I hope everyone had a good week. No akumatization.
No akumatizing, staying positive.
I am so sad we're nearing the end of our miraculous journey.
I feel like I'm not quite as sad as you are.
Sad. I feel like during the week I'm not sad.
And then when it gets to this.
And then when it's time to film, I get so nostalgic.
Yeah, I mean, we really had a good run. We watched all 5 seasons. Well, there's a new one coming out next year in season 6.
We'll be
which
back.
will definitely come back to Miraculous. So we're not fully done with Miraculous. We'll come back.
But we figured, since we're almost done, it only makes sense that at the end of a school year for Marinette and Adrian, we have our superlatives.
Woohoo!
We have come up with 10 superlatives that we're going to go through. Let us know at Watch Like a Kid if you also agree with our categories and the winners, if you disagree, or I don't know, just say hi in general. Tell us if you got a superlative in high school. Do they even do that anymore?
I think so. I don't think we had them when I was in school though, and I'm kind of glad because I think mine would have been really sad.
I feel like it was like a big popularity contest, so maybe they don't do it anymore so kids don't feel left out.
Well, they probably just don't do like the most popular or like things like that anymore. They'll probably do more like niche ones,
like the ones we're about to get into.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, also, we haven't told each other what we have yet. So this is a surprise to both of us.
Yes, we've been keeping these a secret. These are our real reactions. No discussion beforehand. We did discuss each category.
Yes.
But who we chose,
we don't know yet.
I'm very excited to hear yours.
Excited.
I know you told me a couple of them were going to be a little controversial.
I know. And you said you have a couple of controversials too,
yes.
right?
Okay.
Best all-around hero.
You want to go first? You go first.
Okay.
Do it.
I said Bunnix.
Oh my god, me too! Oh my god, no way! Are you kidding? Are you serious?
Yeah, well, okay.
Guys, we did not
plan
this.
So my reasonings was, I was like, okay, well, every time she pops in, she basically saves the whole episode.
Yes.
The entire day.
And she already knows everything that happens in the future. She holds the miraculous the entire time. Like, she has it in the past, present, and future.
And that's a sticky miraculous to be a whole, so like, that's a lot of responsibility.
She had to give up her family.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she just did it because she was like, for the greater good. Like, go Alex.
Go Alex.
And then she's like, y'all need to come. I already know how to fix everything. You just have to do it.
Exactly. And anytime someone's like, oh, isn't it messy to mess with this? She's like, yes, but I think for this it's worth it. Like, she knows how to like assess the situation. She's like good vibes. Like, she's good energy. Yes. I wish I had more of her. We don't see her very often.
We don't, because she's stuck.
Yeah.
Hiding. And did you notice? I think she's one of the first of the miraculous holders, for like the kids anyway, that doesn't have to transform back.
Yeah,
she's fully
right.
it.
She's like fully,
which means she's like way more grown. Oh my god!
I can't believe we have pulled that button.
This is gonna be
exciting.
Easy. Best akumatized villain. I have a best and worst because I felt like this category kind of needed it. You do too?
Yeah.
Okay, so my best, and by best I mean like the most evil or like actually does something. Mm-hmm. You know, I picked Chloe as Queen Bee and Queen Wasp. It was between her and her mom, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a pretty good one.
But after watching season 5, we do have to admit that Lila Rossi is just, in general, not even akumatized. She's just, in general, the best villain.
She doesn't even have to be akumatized to be such a villain.
She's like best worst villain. She's
wild.
Yeah. What about best for you?
Okay, mine, you're probably gonna roll your eyes, but mine is the freaking Pharaoh in season 1 because this man was about to have human sacrifice. Okay, that is some villain energy. That is like Scar level villain energy. Like, he's like, I'm about to kill this fool.
He had a mission.
That was a lot.
Yeah, the first season, I will say, had some pretty interesting.
So, that was when I said, all right, I want to hear your worst.
My worst, I have 2. I'm telling you, I wanted to list like 10, but my worst akumatized villain is Mr. Pigeon and that silly little baby, the one baby in Paris, who has the name Gigantitan. And then, like, as a runner-up, RoboCop or Roger Cop.
Oh yeah, that was okay. So mine is Dark Owl because this
Poor guy.
I'm just like, I just want to be like, you're not gonna make fetch happen. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to tell him like it's not gonna work.
Yeah, I'm like, say the superheroes are for the kids, obviously. I think because this is Mr. Damocles, he's the principal. Yeah. For you guys who don't know what in the world we're talking about, welcome. Settle in. I think he needs to go to America because if you guys go listen to our podcast about the New York Miraculous World movie.
Yes.
The superheroes are adults.
Yeah.
They're grown up. They have kid ones too, but I think Mr. Damocles would be like, wow, I fit in so much more.
He needs another crowd. He needs a new crowd.
He's also kind of the worst superhero too.
He's just the worst all around.
All around.
Oh, we love you, but like there's just this. It's just like,
it's a
what
kid
are you
show.
doing?
Yeah, not for you.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Best dressed. The best dressed could be either a hero or a villain.
Yeah, basically like their costume. Yeah,
their costume,
not the regular people.
Yeah, because everyone's regular clothes is.
Did you do a hero, villain?
I went villain, and I have Akari Gozen. This is Kagami's mom.
Oh yeah.
And when Kagami's mom gets akumatized, she has this dope red and black fit, and she's like has a horse she like rides on, and she looks stellar in my opinion. So I think she's best dressed.
Have you noticed she's very similar in costume to when Kagami also gets akumatized?
Yes. And Kagami's costume also slaps.
It does.
So there's just something about their like aesthetic. It's very like badass. It's very hardcore. Yeah. And I just feel like, you know that scene in Mulan where like the stampede?
Yeah.
I just feel like if there was like a stampede
of them,
of Kagami's mom being akumatized just going down, I would be like chills.
It is like body armor.
Yeah, it's like war. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a
what'd you go with?
One. So I was going to go villain. I was going to go with Princess Fragrance because
love her.
I've loved her since she was like in like the 3rd or 4th episode of season 1, and I was like, beautiful. But then I remembered that my favorite costume is from a superhero, and that is Julika as Purple Tigress.
Yes. And her costume is so good.
It is the best. She has this bracelet that's like cuffed and then chains going to rings, and that is the Miraculous. That's the jewel. And then she turns into Purple Tigress, and it's like this purpley red mix. Her hair is beautiful. The bodysuit, this just like, she goes from this shy girl to like total confidence, and her Kwame is just the cutest.
Amazing.
I love it. But I had another one after season 5, Felix, because we gotta get a guy as best dressed as well.
Okay.
I think he totally rocked having that Miraculous instead of Natalie. He becomes Argos.
Yes.
Her name was different when she had the Peacock Miraculous, but he rocks having just like the hood, the dark kind of face. He just pulls out that feather fan, and he's just like, I've got this, guys. And that's what he like uses to make the Senti monsters. It's
interesting. I guess if I had to go with a guy, I would go with Pegasus. I forget what his name is, IRL. You call him Men in Black. I call him the horse.
The horse, yeah.
He's got this dope, like, ponytail.
Yes, Max. When Max turns in, because he's got the glasses.
Yes.
He does.
And he just looks so cool, and it's like black, like...
He's the Matrix, not Men in Black.
Oh.
That's a good category. That's very well-rounded.
Fun.
Most likely to be akumatized was very easy for me because he's one of the ones that have been akumatized the most.
We might have the same one on this one.
Is it Andre?
Yes, the ice cream homie.
Poor Andre.
He just wants Paris to be in love. It's the city of love. He just wants everyone to be in love.
But it's like he gets sad because he thinks it's his own shortcomings, which is so Because if they don't like his ice cream, he thinks he chose the flavors wrong because he chooses the ice cream for them.
And if there's two wrong people are together, like, you know, like we've all had a friend and they're with the wrong person, and you're like, this isn't gonna work out. But
Andre knows.
When Andre's friends are with the wrong people, he grieves. Like, he cries.
He thinks that he messed up.
Yeah, like
he's like, did I see something wrong?
Yeah.
What did I do? And he's just so easily, he's sensitive.
He's sensitive.
Poor
He's
guy.
a sad boy.
He's a sad boy. He's so...
And we all know sad boys get akumatized
so easily.
Sorry about it.
And then angry girls wish to be akumatized. There's a difference. Like,
the amount of angry women in the show who's been like, akumatize me. Okay, the next one we have is the best substitute duo.
Yes. So this is what we imagined if Ladybug and Cat Noir were just held up on something, or they just didn't exist anymore and we needed a new duo.
Yeah.
And it didn't necessarily have to be a duo that has worked together during the seasons.
Yes.
It could be someone that we wish paired up with. Who'd you go with?
Okay. I probably am pronouncing these wrong.
Okay.
But basically I went with Viperion.
Okay.
That is Luca's like hero.
Yeah.
And Ryuko, which is Kagami's hero.
Ooh.
And the reason
Yeah.
is because I think that Luca and Kagami would work really well together. And I think that they would be able to put their minds together and figure out literally any scenario. I feel like superheroes, they would have like a Cat Noir Ladybug like dynamic where they just can understand what the other one's going to do already, like before they even do it.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I also have Viperion.
Because we love a Luca.
We love Luca. I literally had to try not to put him in every category. Because he is the second chances.
Yes.
That's his ability.
Kind of like got a bit of a Bunnix like light
Light
Bunnix
to him,
light.
yeah. So I picked him and his twin, Julika. Purple Tigress.
See, I almost did that too, because like, who doesn't love a sibling
duo? Well, I picked them because Luca is great at the second chances. He can rewind time, and then he knows what to do differently. That's what I think how he's great handling that superpower. Yeah. Remember when Cat Noir was given that superpower and he fumbled it like thousands of times? But then when you have a person like that, you need someone who's got like the strength, the brawn. And Purple Tigress, her power is literally like almost a deadly punch. Yeah. Like she can just create a crater if she punches it, send someone flying if she punches it. And I feel like with her abilities, he could just suddenly shout out like, do this. And she's not going to question her brother, her twin. In fact, they kind of probably already like have this extra ability with each other. And I think they would just get it done.
I agree.
And they would look amazing.
They would look dope.
Well, they would
look dope. This
next one for me was a no-brainer. It is most likely to sleep through the end of the world.
I'm glad it was a no-brainer for you because I took me some time. Who did you end up with?
Marinette's parents.
Oh my gosh. Why?
They are the stereotypical parent trope of every kid's movie, TV show where they just kind of have no idea what's going on, except they're obsessed with their daughter's love life. But other than that, and like baking delicious croissants, they have no clue what's going on. They don't care. Yeah. They're not in it very much, but they're in it enough that they can be in a superlative. Yeah. They would most definitely sleep through the end of the world.
Well, they wake up so early every day. I mean, they got to have their beauty rest.
They do. Yeah, they're probably asleep by like 2 p.m., which is when the bad guy comes through.
So I went with Andre Bourgeois.
Oh,
who's the mayor and Chloe's dad. And the reason for this is I don't think he effing knows what's going on either. This man, first of all, he tapped out of his job. Yeah. And let a 14-year-old run the freaking world.
We'll go into that. Check out
season 5.
Our season 5 episode.
And second of all, when things are like brought to his attention, I feel like this man looks surprised every time. I don't even know if y'all remember. I think this was season 1, but like he got called to the principal's office because Chloe did something, and he was like, "Oh, what's happening?" And Chloe had to explain, like, "Daddy, I'm not gonna, blah, blah, like, you know, you have to this, whatever. And then, like, whatever Chloe wants, he just gives her. I just feel like the man is tapped out of life. I feel like
Yeah.
he's done. And I feel like one day he's just gonna say, screw it. And he's just gonna go to sleep and not care about the end of the world.
I mean, he low-key did that.
Yeah.
We don't want to do spoilers, but he low-key did that. I just realized there's 2 Andres now. There's the ice cream man and the
That's
mayor.
true. Why are there 2 Andres? I got his name right, didn't I?
I think so.
Okay, well, if I didn't.
Hey, if we got it
Sorry about
wrong,
it.
the reason we really decided to do these superlatives is because we have forgotten or can't keep track of all these superheroes and villains.
It's a lot.
And we thought this would help us. It just confused us more, but we're halfway through, so this is probably the controversial one.
What is one? This one's a good one. So this next one is best ship.
Yeah.
So the best couple, the 2 people that you ship the most.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, I picked a ship that I thought should happen and never did. And that is Luca and Kagami.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, that episode with them at the museum, I thought it was so well done. And I was like, I'm kind of shipping these 2. And you know me, I love Luca. We love Luca. And I really want Luca to be happy. And for some reason, I feel like Luca's ease with Kagami's directness, I feel like they could really be a good pair.
Oh my goodness. I was so obsessed with the whole Marinette, Luca, Adrian, Kagami that I never thought about,
Yeah.
the second team.
And I put them as the best substitute duo, so you can tell I'm really wanting to pair these 2. In
You
some way.
repeated. Okay, so then we can fight on it. So I have Kagami as well.
Oh no.
I have her with Felix.
I knew it.
Who has I think the writers wanted him to be a bad guy at the end of season, was it 4?
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, ooh, okay. And then for some reason, suddenly he's got this sad backstory and he's just becomes a fan favorite really quickly. I wish though that they had more build up because he just comes in and is suddenly Kagami, what up? But I think their stories and their childhood trauma can just come together and they can heal each other.
I mean, they're actively cute. I just don't really know why he likes her so much.
I do wish there was more build up because I think if they had Felix in more episodes throughout a season beforehand or even within season 5 more, it would have made more sense.
Yeah.
But at first I was like, does he even know Kagami? What? He just saw her and was like, you're it, babe?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that makes sense. So, but before...
honestly, that's boys.
Yeah, honestly. But before season 5, I was a Marinette Luca stan.
Yeah, you were. And at that time, I was Marinette and Adrian. Yeah. So I was like, get that Luca boy away from Marinette. I love Luca, but he needs someone else. And maybe that's why I shipped him with Kagami.
Season 5 changed everything. This kind of goes with best costume almost, but best transition.
I think we have the same one for this.
Yeah?
Cat Noir, baby.
Cat Noir. We should try to say it at the same time. He puts the most effort into it. The animators were just we need to go.
He goes hard.
Hard. And not even just when he's Cat Noir. He goes hard as Mr. Bug.
Oh, yeah.
When he gets Ladybug's Miraculous and borrows it for a hot second, he does these kicks that are also ballet. His costume, his transitions, his just everything.
Superb.
His hair.
Oh, super.
When he calls the ears forward and he
throws his back out.
It's the best.
His tail.
Honestly, for a 10-second transition, the best.
It's great.
We need to see it every episode.
Yeah, they've stopped doing that lately.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. Our next one is most likely to become the next guardian of the Miraculous. We all know Marinette can't handle this.
Girl.
Responsibility. This is too much for our girl.
I know she's supposed to be the protagonist, but whoa. Who'd you pick? Because it was kind of tough for me. I had to think on it.
I went with Alia.
Because she's 30.
She's 30. She's 30. She's responsible. She gave up her Miraculous when it was getting too dangerous. She volunteered that. She also decided to be Ladybug when Ladybug when Marinette couldn't be Ladybug. She did that for a while but then gave it right back to Marinette when it was time. I feel like she no, like she works well with everyone. Like everyone respects her when she asks people to do something. They usually do it. Like but she's also direct with people. She's not gonna let people like get away with crap.
There was that episode in season 5 where Plag, Cat Noir's Kwame, needed to find a new host for like a hot second, and he was like, "Here you go, like Alia, you can do it." And she had like been mind controlled for a second, and so she was enough willpower to go, "No, I can't do it. I'm too scared. I can't risk exposing you guys."
Yeah, and
That's
for
true.
someone who runs a blog based on Ladybug and Cat Noir, and then when she finds out the secret, still doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
So I think she would be a really good secret keeper. I mean, I think she could handle it. I think she's good for the job. If we had to pick a 15-year-old in Paris.
If we had to pick a 15-year-old in Paris.
Let's go with Alia. Of course, she's 30, really.
Oh, wow, yeah.
What
that
about
makes
you?
sense, because she does kind of know all the players. She knows everyone.
She knows everyone on the board.
But she's not as invested.
She's going to have to break up with Nina, though. She can't. I don't know if that'll work.
Yeah, no, because she tells him everything.
Everything.
That's the only con.
Yeah.
So I picked Luca.
That's a good pick.
He is calm in a crisis.
Yep.
He's a team player. He has great intuition.
Yeah.
There's an episode where everybody sits on his bed and complains about their love life, their
he's
family
like the
life.
therapist for them.
For grown adults. Like his dad comes and is like, "I wasn't a good enough parent to you." And he just goes, "Is that really what you want to be talking about?" Like he just knows what people need, even though they're saying something different.
He's so healthy.
And he isn't selfish.
Nope.
He's like, "If you want me to have this miraculous, cool."
He decided to leave Paris when it was getting too much. And he was like, Ladybug and Cat Noir really need to focus on something other than protecting me, so I'm going to leave.
For me, the calmness.
Yeah.
Because I think that's Marinette's downfall. Is she's too stressed.
Yeah. And he would be able to, anyone who is stressed, he'd be able to calm them down. You got this, you can do this.
I also feel like he would be a good teacher. Teaching them how, because like he's a musician, and so he teaches his friends how to play. And I feel like he would be really good at introducing new people to their miraculous and telling them how to hone into their skills. He could honestly teach people how to not be akumatized. Yeah. Like, I think he would just be a great leader.
You know, it's funny though that I picked Alia, because when we were doing our substitute duo, I almost went with Viperion and Reina Rouge.
Yeah, Reina Rouge.
I almost went with that pairing. It's funny because Luca pairs well with with anyone. But I was like, oh, that'd be a good pairing because I do think both of them are just really responsible kids, and I think they'd be able to handle it. And so, yeah.
And I think that's what would make a great new guardian, is someone who fits with everyone. And Marinette's just like, Adrian.
Yeah, too.
Or she just like takes the miraculous for herself. She's like, I don't have time to find my people.
Yeah.
And she can't handle them as a group, as a team.
So what do you think the downfall then would be for Luca? And I'll think of one for Alia.
Well, I think Alia we have for Nino, and Luca I think for his sister.
I also think Luca, maybe he would be too nice, and he wouldn't really be able to like do what needs to be done to save things at some point, because he would think the good in everyone. He wouldn't see it coming.
But that's why he needs his sister duo, because she packs the punch.
Yeah.
She's got the brawn, he's got the brain, kind of thing.
It'll be a spin-off show. All right.
Our last category.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which is kind of like leads into a prediction for season 6.
We decided to not go with the easy prediction and to just choose something else.
Something totally out there. So who do we think is going to be or could be the next Hawk Moth?
Most likely to be the next Hawk Moth.
Yes.
And this is the one where I think mine might be controversial.
Yeah. So obviously, according to season 5, Lila, she's going to be a bad guy, a new A-team player.
Although they've been teasing this for a while and hasn't
They've been teasing for a while. And before season 5, we were like, okay, Felix, you know. But if we had to go just like wild theories, because mine's pretty out there. So.
Oh, man. I kind of want to hear yours first.
Oh, you want to hear mine first? Yeah. I don't think you're going to like it, though.
I don't think you're going to like mine either. So.
Okay. I think the next Hawk Moth, and I want to preface this with not right away, not like a season 6, but for mine is like 10 years from now.
Same. Oh my god, do we have the same person? Okay.
Cat Noir?
Yes! No way! Are you serious? Let's see.
That's what I wrote. We're showing each other our papers right now, just to clarify. I think it's gonna
Yes.
be a full circle moment. He's lost his dad, or
He
though
has
we don't
so
know
much
his dad.
trauma that he has not worked through.
His mom ended up never coming back. He realizes his mom never disappeared. She's been in the basement. Natalie's not holding now. He realizes 10 years from now, when Marinette and him have kids and whatever, that she still has a secret she can't tell him. Or he finds out that she's been keeping it from him.
And dude, the son going bad trope is so delicious every time. It's gonna.
He has already seen himself.
You've already seen Cat Blanc,
and he's seen himself as that in a Nightmare episode.
Which people were like, "Are these prophecies?" And I was wondering if that was foreshadowing when they're like, because they kept saying in that episode, "I hope this isn't prophetic. I hope this isn't prophetic," which sounded like, y'all, I'm a little Pentecostal, and I was like, "Is this me?"
Gabby's like, "Who's on the writing team?"
But yeah, so maybe they are trying to gear us up for Cat Noir, like having some sort of. And we should also mention we have not seen the Netflix special yet.
No.
We don't know what happens in that.
But since it's not canon, technically,
we think it's fine to do this episode right now. But yeah, I agree. I think it's good.
Oh my gosh, that's so wild, because when I was writing it, because I know you're such a Cat Noir fan, I was like, I love him.
But I do think, because you can kind of see Adrian also whenever, like, in the episodes where him and Marinette get together, or like Adrian and Marinette get together, anytime he would go to kiss her and he would hear his dad's voice, he would get really like that. So, and they kept saying in the season 5 that, Adrian, he's so controlled by his dad. And I think that there's going to be something to that. Like, there's some part of his dad inside of him that he's going to tap into at some point. Yeah. Like, I think we're just smart. I think we know.
The way I see just the show ending is, so like as of right now in season 5, like Lila has the butterfly brooch that they couldn't find. So I imagine in my head, my cinematic universe, that he sees it on the ground after whatever. He picks it up. He puts it on. He's got his dad's voice in his head. And you see just a close-up of his face, and it's the white Cat Blanc mask. Because do you realize his dad had eventually went into a full white suit. And Cat Blanc has a full white cat. Did you notice that?
God. You're right.
We are creating Easter eggs that probably don't exist.
It's freaking Cat Noir.
And then it has
to be.
And then it just ends.
And then it has to be Cat Noir. Yeah. He's got to turn back.
And then you see the white mask, and you just hear him go, "Dark wings rise."
And it has to happen. You know what? It has to happen once Marinette finds out that Adrian is Cat Noir, because now she has to fight the man that she loves.
I chills. Okay, writers, if you haven't thought of that, can we
come on, season 7, let's make it happen.
Come collab.
Let's go.
That was amazing superlative.
We did a good job. So send in yours, literally send in yours, and we will post some of them on our stories or something.
Yeah, we want to know, because this is basically like fan theories. But we'll post categories.
Yes, we'll put the categories in the description box.
Yeah, maybe put a vote or something. Yeah. You guys let us know. And if you have no idea what we're talking about, guys, what are you doing? Go watch. Listen to our episode.
Yeah, listen to our episodes. We watch it so you don't have to. And if you just honestly
ask your kid if they love it and they watch it.
Like, what are your kids
thinking? Because there's more than just Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Yes,
there's more to that.
All right.
Good job.
I will see y'all for the finale. We're so excited.
I feel like it's like graduation.
It is like graduation.
Should we just go? We're going to go all out. We're going to have some surprises.
Yeah, we're really excited.
Okay, right. Until then.
Bye-bye, little butterflies.
That's not a unicorn. That's just a pony with pink hair.